All right guys, I just bought my wife a new SUV. We needed a new family car for the family, and I went ahead and went on the auto auction and picked up myself a 2020 Ford Expedition Platinum for $12,000. It's got roughly 70,000 miles and it's pearl white. So looking at it on the auction, I kind of liked it. It had airbags deployed, it had suspension damage. You know, that brings the price down a lot less, so you can pick these things up. Let's go around and check this thing out and see the damage. As you guys can see, pretty much the wheel is pushed back, it's ripped out. We got some lower control arm damage, the spindle cracked off, the rim is cracked in half, maybe the tire is good, the tie rod end popped out. Look at that, just right out of socket. If you hit it hard enough, it'll pop out. Hopefully the rack and pinion is gonna be good, and we'll see once we get this thing inside the shop. But it looks like the hood is pretty good. The grille, it might be good. I think the headlight goes in here, so that's good. Bumper definitely has damage. The fender has damage. The headlight is not there anymore. But the grille, look, the grille is not bad. And these things are kind of pricey. Coming to this side, headlight's good. That thing's good. This thing definitely needs a wash. It's pretty dirty, but it's been sitting. As you guys can see, platinum. That's pretty cool. So the driver's side, there's no damage whatsoever. Coming to the back, it's a little lopsided because of the suspension damage, not a big deal. In the back, it's looking pretty good. So there's no damage in the back whatsoever. We don't have to replace quarter panels, nothing like that. So that's a good sign. And going around to here, the door is good, this door is good, and looks like just the fender. So the good thing about these aluminum fenders, they don't really take the damage all the way back. They kind of break, and look at that. It didn't even pop the door, nothing like that. So let's go ahead and open this thing and check out the interior. I kind of cheated, guys. I went ahead and removed the airbags and the seat belts so I can get those rebuilt in the module. But as you can see, both roof airbags deployed, both seat airbags deployed. And look at that, platinum seats. It's gonna be really nice. Hopefully my kids will take care of it. But the center console I had to remove. The seat belts locked on both sides. A lot of damage, but this interior is pretty sweet. It's got, you know, third row seating. Pretty excited about this rebuild, but let's go ahead and get this thing inside the shop. The suspension, the assembly already came in, so let's get this thing hopefully run and drive, and then we'll go from there. There we go. We got the Expedition inside the shop. Unfortunately, we have a little bit of damage. It kind of bounced around on the forklift, slid, hit it right there, and damaged the door really good. So I'm already went ahead and ordered a new door. We'll fix that little dent on that one, but let's go ahead and jack it up and start messing with the suspension. All right, so there we have it. We got all the control arms off, all the suspension. I actually fixed the little mounts right there with the little hydraulic thing. No big deal. I was about to put into this lower control arm and it's bent. I don't know if you can see it, but this one's straight and this one's like that. So we got a bad lower control arm. So we'll call them in the morning and get another one. Might as well check this out. This one's definitely bent right there, but the upper controller looks good. So let's go ahead and maybe take apart this front end and hopefully not find more damage. All right, so there we have it. We got the new assembly, the new one. Lower control arm is now good. Everything's looking pretty good. We're gonna be waiting for the tire to come in. While I was doing that, I actually fixed this dent. So the dent, just a little bit of filler. Aluminum's kind of hard to fill out, so we just filled it up a little bit. No, it's not too much. We're ready for primer there, and the door came in. So let's get this primered, and then maybe we'll switch out this door. All right, so there we have it. We got the door lined up. Had to adjust it a little bit. This door gap is looking pretty good. This one, you know, the color difference. So this came off of white. It is a pearl white. So we'll blend it, not a big deal. And just had to adjust it just a little bit. So, well, the door was good, so there's no reason why the hinges would be thing. So that's pretty nice. Definitely have to paint it, but yeah, not a big deal. We're gonna do the whole side. But we're still actually waiting for the shock to come in. We still got the other shock in there, but the airbags came in, the module and seat belts, and then we have the new other parts came in. So let's put this interior together. All right, guys, so we got the wheel suspension finally on this thing. We got the right shock, it's plugged in. That took forever. I ordered on eBay. It got lost in shipping in Charlotte somewhere, and then it got lost. So I got to return, and then another one, had to wait more. But we got all the suspension on. But now looking at it, I don't know if I saw my little bit of frame damage, Michael. I think I do. I think this wheel's still pushed back a little bit. We're gonna have to probably put on the frame rack.
It's not adjustable at all. There's no.
Oh,
yeah.
It is. I maxed it out.
Oh wow, yeah, look at that.
But our next problem, this thing will still not start. So we got the SRS module in there. I was hoping it had crash data, that the fuel pump or starter. So it was saying the code starter not working. So I'm thinking, it's you got
safety something, safety.
Yeah. So let me show you the code really quick. We scanned it. I started doing some more research, and possibly it's just a bad starter.
Dang.
It's crazy.
Yeah, what are the chances?
Well, look at it. It says engine starter performance. Well, I put a neutral because we're going to park it over there. So after doing some reviews, and the SRS module is good now. So we're going to go ahead and pull this thing over there. I got a used starter, $50. Let's try before buying a new one. And let's see if that thing starts. So let's get this thing on the other thing because this lift's not working right now. It is what it is. So let's push it over there, lift it up, replace the starter. Should take 30 minutes, and then we'll try to start this thing.
Yep.
Let's get to it. All right, so the starter replaced. It's still not working, still not starting, so we'll mess with that a little bit later, start diagnosing. But let's go ahead and maybe plug in the headliner, make sure all that stuff's plugged in because we got the roof airbags installed, and maybe that's messing with it. So let's get the headliner installed, plug it in because it all plugs into this harness right here, and see if that helps it. All right, guys, so I actually found a bad fuse, and it actually deleted that code. So let's see if this thing will start now. Nothing. You can hear the fuel pumps, but still doesn't want to do anything.
911 assist is not operational. Please visit your dealer for service.
Let's read it again, see if there's any codes. So the code came back, so engine starter performance. Come on. And the module's still out, so I don't know, let's keep trying. All right, so I actually found another fuse. I double checked it, but let's see, put that fuse in and let's see if this thing will start. Let's erase the codes again. Well, let's try to start it. It started. No way. All that from a fuse. Come on. Oh, success. All right, so there we have it. We got the car in here ready to start painting. So I fixed this door, not a big deal, and ready to go. So let's get this thing all taped up. All right, here we have it. We got the car all taped up, pretty simple. Got the fender and the bumper. On the bumper, we're gonna have to put some bumper adhesion because we don't want it to flake off, or what happens to plastic. So pretty nice. All you do is put a couple coats. This stuff's really good brand. Yeah, simple. You can only paint like this. Does not smell good, but let's do that, let that flash, and then we'll start mixing up our paint. So this thing is a tricolor, so we got white base, pearl, and clear. So let's get it done. Alright guys, so it's painted, ready to start assembling. So let's go ahead and get this fender installed. We already got the bumper kind of pieced together, not a big deal. And then we'll get the headlight, plug everything up, and then we got a lot of little stuff to do. So let's get this done, and maybe we'll go for our first test drive, and hopefully we don't find anything else we're missing. Alright guys, so first test drive, we got the interior all put together, looking pretty good. Got no lights on the dash, still gotta clean this thing, but let's go ahead and go for the drive. Double check the alignment's looking good. Cameras are all working, the front camera, all that stuff is working, which is good. We changed the oil and all the other stuff in there. We do have a parking sensor fault. Front parking sensors had a little issue. Not a big deal, but let's hit the road. Alright guys, and just like that, we are done with this rebuild. This thing turned out pretty sweet. Now me and my family can enjoy it. And I did our first road trip. We got to Tennessee in the mountains. But we'll catch you guys on the next one.